This is Python's Paradise. This is your host, Greg Gilbert, aka the Python Hyena, and here we are, May 5th, 2021. And fan films are becoming a big thing, and of course, with the Friday the 13th franchise in a major lawsuit right now, which is whenever. A lot of people going to make fan films, and Never Hike Alone with my last guest I had on here, David DeSante, is pretty much the measuring rod right now, and an impressive one it is. And I've seen a few of these. My guest I have on here right now is involved with fan films from Friday the 13th and Halloween. Folks, I give you Michael Tegagnon. How do you do, Mike?
Hi, Greg. How's it going?
Not too
It's very
bad.
nice to meet you.
All right. We'll have to bear with me, folks. His audio is a little off, but we'll work with it. So let's start off. I want to get a little information about yourself and how you got into the whole fan film making.
I've been paying close attention to the fan films appearing on YouTube, and me and my best friend, who since unfortunately has passed, came into an idea 2 years ago about making our own fan film on the Halloween franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And we are inspired by some of the good fan films and some of the bad ones, but we wrote an original story together, and we want to bring the best fan film for fans that we can make.
Okay. Your friend had passed away. Did you want to talk about that any?
We were best friends for 20 plus years, and something that we really related to was horror movies. We
Mm-hmm.
really loved the Scream franchise, the Friday the 13th franchise, and of course the Halloween franchise. And it's something that we shared a really strong bond together. We'd go to the video store, rent the movies out, and watch them religiously. And so this was something that was a passion project of ours, and I'm carrying the torch to try to get this fan film completed.
Okay. Well, what preparations have you made? And first off, what's the name of your fan film, and what preparations have you made to pursue this?
Well, the name of the fan film is called Halloween Evil Lives. It's a movie that's going to be a direct sequel to the 1978 movie, and we're going to ignore part two and all the other sequels. The preparations we made is we got some people casted already. We got some props made. We filmed the teaser, which you can see on our YouTube channel. We also filmed some short promos for Indigo, and we also have an Indigo campaign that's live right now. And then we plan on starting to roll the cameras again in July. As you know, COVID-19 has played a big factor in filming, and unfortunately, we weren't able to film much more last year because of the COVID-19 guidelines.
Yeah, COVID's been a real bitch to everybody, really. Um, we're right now in the yellow phase here in COVID, so we're trying to fizzle it out. Vaccines are going out. I haven't got it yet, so I guess I'm going to have to if I want to travel any this year. But of course, whether that opportunity presents itself is another thing altogether. But talk about you got all the props and stuff like that ready. Talk about the writing process. Why pick up after the original the 2018 film? Of course, had famously done that. I think one of my big arguments, I probably had I been to 2018 film, I might have picked it up after the second film, considering the heavier damage done, and try to vacate the sister thing another way through dialogue or something of that matter in a way that's less a throwaway and that works more. because I like the fact way the first two films kind of connect, despite being made 3 years apart. So, why did you choose to just go right after the original?
The reason why is you perfectly explained it at the end of Halloween 2, he's basically dead. I mean, nobody's going to survive that. He got his eyes blown out. He's got blown up. He's not Jason Voorhees, So we decided, why not go from the original story and treat it as he never went to the hospital and that he just vanished. And we kind of give hints to where he might have been or what happened to him. And then we have a reason why he's coming back. They haven't filled this because they lifted the ban on Halloween. And in doing so, they're inviting the evil as Michael Myers back to Haddonfield. And then we put in little hints here and there in the movie, to let the audience decide, are they brother and sister? Is he going after Laurie? Because in the 2018, they kind of realized they got themselves in the corner. So they got the Dark Doctor Sartain character kind of bring him to Laurie's house because they're kind of like, they didn't know what to do with him by the end of that movie. So it's easier to go from part one than follow all the other sequels because they go in so many different directions. It's better to go from original and then just spread right out and put the spooky back in Michael Myers, back to stalking people, keep them back in the shadows. He's kind of a phantom in the first movie. They kind of moved away from that in the later sequels. So I like to bring back the John Carpenter feel to this Halloween fan film.
Okay. How long is your movie going to be? Do you have an estimate?
Well, we want to go for at least an hour and 45 minutes because there's a big story to explore. And of course, the last couple minutes will be a bunch of thank yous to the people that supported us and also a special tribute to my friend who has passed. But yeah, we have a big story to go through and a story arc to build on, so that's the kind of movie you want to, you want to show the fans everything you can and please them.
So, who do you have casted in this? Do you have any people of note?
Just some local actors and actresses. I'm trying to get some people name, but we're waiting to see where the budget lies. And once the budget gets there, we're going to name those people. And there's some people that have been on TV shows and movies before, but we just don't want to say it, and then it's not going to become true. So we're just waiting to see where the budget lies on that.
Okay. How's the Indiegogo going for this currently?
It's doing okay. It's only been 55 days in. We could do the whole movie if we reach at least 7,000. The flexible goal is 10,000, but with 7,000, I could easily make this whole fan film movie. It's just the 10,000, which is just like a cushion in case you have to do any reshoots. But yeah, we're pushing hard on it. We're trying to do a viral campaign. And if anyone's listening, you can go to Indiegogo and participate now. We also have a YouTube channel up. You can watch our promos for it. They're pretty cool. We're getting a lot of good feedback on that.
Okay. You have a Friday, or you also have a Friday the 13th fan film in the works too, right?
Yes, it's called Friday the 13th Requiem. It's going to be a direct sequel to Part 5, A New Beginning. It's going to be branching off of that one. And I've been talking to some of the people that played in that movie and possibly negotiate possibly a role in the fan film, but that's still in early stages. We have a script written, we have some trailers filmed, but yeah, I'd like to see a sequel to A New Beginning. It'd be pretty cool to ignore like part 6 and 7 and just branch off. What happened with those characters and when they finally do meet the real Jason Voorhees.
I don't know. Part 6, as far as I'm concerned, the Part 6 is the best one of the franchise.
Oh, I like that one too, but I felt like they kind of wasted these great characters from A New Beginning, and I'd really like to explore that. You know.
I don't know if A New Beginning had such great characters.
Well,
I
you
mean,
got Reggie the Reckless and you got Pam.
Reggie the
And,
Reckless was
like, I'd love to see what
basically
would happen if,
Reggie the Reckless was basically another Tommy Jarvis. That's at least that's how I saw him, you know. Um, I don't
well,
know.
originally they were supposed to come back. You remember that?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
did
they
not like
originally were supposed to come back for part 6.
I did not like John Shepard. I gotta say this. I thought Tom Matthews was a vast improvement on the Tommy Jarvis character. But part 5 was so
And,
poorly
I'm
filmed.
going on the theory that, yeah, I'm going on the theory that, Jason's still alive in his grave. He's basically so evil that he cannot rot. How they have the saints that are so holy that they never rot. But Jason's just the opposite. He's so evil, he never rots. So he's still in his grave. And, well, you'll have to see the movie and see how he comes back. And, he might be facing some people from the new beginning, you know.
All right. Yeah. Um, yeah, part 5, I think it's got some redeeming out, but it's definitely got some things about it that I didn't care for too. I think it had the worst director of the franchise involved with it. It There was so much, and I've interviewed 6 people from that film, so I mean I don't want to step on their toes, but
Yeah.
for me, going back and looking at Friday the 13th, to me, the best of the franchise to me were parts 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this one is a continuation. It goes like part 4, and then they have 5, which, was okay. And then like our sequel, which is continuation from what happened in 4 and 5, you know, trying to switch that up into modern times. Saying basically the other ones didn't exist. You went to New York, you went to hell and outer space, trying to bring it back to the roots of Friday the 13th, you know, because those movies too got carried away a little bit, as you know. They went a little bit too far with them. It's back to the basic, back to the roots, back to being in the woods. You know, Jason is stalking you. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I
If you
wouldn't.
put New York in or other stuff in, it just seems goofy. You know.
Yeah, I still say part 6 is the best one of the franchise, but I don't know. You could hit some controversy ignoring that storyline, but nonetheless, if I was you, I'd probably ignore A New Beginning, but that's up to you, and continue off with the 4th
Yeah.
film.
Let that be something different because everybody's doing like after part 6 or I saw one the other day. They're doing one for the New Bloods. I'm like, well, let's do something different. Let's bring something different to the fans. There's some people that actually cared about those characters in part 5. You know,
Some people do. Yeah. Um, okay, talk about preparations for that. Is it all written yet?
yeah. It was written 3 years ago. It's a sequel to it, but it's going to have a more of a backstory as well as with Pamela and how Jason came to be. And so, they're opening up this new youth center at Crystal Lake. They haven't had any murders there, deaths there in a while. So they want to reopen that youth center there in Pinehurst. And unfortunately, they end up bringing Jason Voorhees back. But I'm not going to explain how. It's going to be a pretty cool resurrection, though. And he comes back, he's up to his old schemes again. And this time it will be the real Jason. It won't be Roy Burns, the paramedic. We're going for the real deal. They're going to face off with the real Jason.
Okay. You got any casting aligned for that?
We got some people cast, but like I said, we're still in early negotiations to try to get some people back from the Friday the 13th franchise, some actors or actresses that would like to come back and play the role again, which will be cool. But we're in the early stages for that. But I think it's going to be awesome if it works out to see how they fight against the real Jason Voorhees, you know.
Okay. Um, if he was killed off in the final chapter, and you're going to vacate part 6, unfortunately, what do you want to go into how you're going to bring him back?
Oh yeah, like I said, he hasn't been rotting in his grave. He's basically the Jason from part 4. It's just he didn't come back in part 5, but he's coming back in this sequel, and there's going to be some factors into it since they're building this youth center, you know, near Crystal Lake Pinehurst, and I have it where the authorities have put Jason in an unmarked grave. There's like people grave robbing his grave or decimating it. They put him in a hidden location, but unfortunately, something's going to happen where someone finds his body and some stuff happens and he comes back from the grave.
Okay. So do you have a when are you going to start shooting the Halloween one? Obviously, that's got to be coming up here soon, COVID depending.
Yes, yes, we'll be starting. Yeah, I got vaccinated yesterday. My arm's still sore. I'm trying to get as many people as I know vaccinated. We're going to be wearing masks and social distancing, but we want to start filming at the end of July all through fall. And whatever we can't film now, we'll have to do the interior shots next late spring, next summer to complete it. But all the fall stuff, all the outside stuff, we're gonna shoot in Wisconsin here in the fall. It's a spooky time around Halloween up here. We got the leaves blowing, we got the pumpkins. Latest beautiful place to film a Halloween movie. It actually looks like it would be Haddonfield.
Okay, it makes sense. Do you know how, like, do you have like a shooting schedule in terms of how long you intend to be doing it?
Well, originally we wanted to shoot it all in October, but that's not realistic now. So now we're gonna have to film at the end of July and shoot in probably into October, possibly some of November to get the leaves and stuff, the right kind of feel that we're looking for. As long as it doesn't snow early. But yeah, we're gonna start at the end of July and shoot into October, and then some parts of early November to get the look that we're looking for.
Okay. What kind of equipment do you have to shoot this film? Like, are you doing kind of like what they did with It's Me, Billy, and Dave McRae's Black Christmas film?
We're going with the Sony 4K cameras, handhelds for POV from Mike Myers' point of view, and then we are using like a $1,000 camera for most of the shooting, but not as expensive as Dave's. He's spent a great penny on his. But it all looks good because with the technology these days, with editing, I mean, you could make a $1 film look like $1 million film.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the post production stuff's really good at playing great. And we're using some CGI, some green screening, the 1978 flashbacks. So it's going to be some incredible stuff, that we're going for.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck with that. What do you have anything planned after these two? Like any idea where do you want to go after that?
We were working on a Saw fan film, a short Saw fan film called Saw Billy's Games. That's something that is in a pre-development, and that'll be coming out soon too. It's going to be a thriller, so fans can look for that as well. But yeah, these are the main two ones are my Halloween one, Halloween Evil Lives, and then follow up to that is Friday the 13th Requiem. So some spooky stuff coming out for all the fans. They're really going to enjoy it. I have total respect for the horror films, and I won't do you wrong.
Okay. Well, I grew up with these films. I was born in the 70s, so I was around during all the releases of them. I've seen a few of them in the theater, but no, fan films seem to be on the rise right now. People are tired of the Friday the 13th lawsuit, which I understand, and people are tired of COVID, so I understand that definitely. So, no, I wish you luck on this. I hope it works out for you. And yeah, I was happy to have you on. I know I appreciate your interest. I know I apologize to anybody hearing this over the audio issues. Your audio is a little broken up, but we can at least understand you. But you're new to Zoom, I take it.
Yeah, we do a lot of our stuff on Messenger here. Unfortunately, we don't use the Zoom as much, but it's nice. I like it.
Okay. Well, yeah, Zoom is like I used to do mine in a studio in the campus station here, but unfortunately that's not. Oh, our theaters have been open since last July, but I can't get in our station. Makes no sense to me, but maybe it's just because it's on campus. But I can't get in there, and I did 30 interviews in 2020, and after we went through our shutdown in March 2020, it's like I went the rest of the year, no content. Except for the stuff I have in my backlog, which I had a lot of, thank goodness. So this year I decided, one of my guests, Nancy McLaughlin from Jason Lives, suggested Zoom, and I
Yep.
took her up on it, and I'm glad I did because you're number 42 this year, so I'm uh, I'm
Yeah.
riding these things high,
I have
and
a
I've got
question for you, Greg.
sure.
Are you worried that with no trailer count for Halloween Kills that there's something going on there? Because you think by now that they would have released a trailer, at least for Halloween Kills, like a full trailer. So it's only a few months away. Do you have any
Halloween
theories about that?
Halloween Kills, I think will come out this October. It's supposed to come out in October. I personally haven't really given it much thought. I think it's going to come out in the theater. I don't watch stuff on streaming. I haven't even seen some of the stuff that I've been in on streaming. I think the big film I am waiting for, if I was to say I was worried about anything, is 13 Fanboy because I am part of that. And
Yeah, that's going to be a cool movie.
yeah, but I had to pull away from being part of all this because financially I'm not in a place where I can do that. And I got to live. I don't make money on this podcast, despite what people might think. I work as a cleaner. I'm an essential worker, and that's what I do for money. I do this because I enjoy it. It's something I fell into because when I did my show at the station, I just did a film review show, and I had I just fell into the whole interviewing podcast part. Was just something that ended up happening, through other circumstances, and I just took it and went with it, and I've enjoyed it. But no, I had to pull back from contributions. I've got contributions on a few things, but I get a lot of people asking me, and it's got to wait until I'm more financially confident I can do it, you know? I know if Debbie Sue Voorhees
Mhm.
does a follow up to 13 Fanboy, I want to be able to contribute to that because her film was the first one I did contribute to. So that is the big one I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Halloween Kills, which, yes, I think it's going to come out. I'm not particularly worried as far as trailers and stuff. People are up and ins, and I got too many other things going on in my life to worry about when a trailer falls. You know, if it falls, I'll probably know about it through Dave McCrae. I listen to him regularly, or anybody else
Yeah.
that happens to drop it. And as far as other films go, I do want to see Cruella because I love Emma Stone. So that's one I want to see, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get that at the end of the month. So that's one I'll go see. And other than that, I don't know off the top of my head what's coming out that I'm interested in, but I'll say
I'm
I am in.
definitely going to see The Conjuring 3.
Um, I thought The
The devil
Conjuring
made
was.
me do it.
I thought The Conjuring was great. It was great. Conjuring 2 wasn't bad. I enjoyed that as well. I'll probably go see the third one. Um, I um, I don't know. I go to about one film a week now. Uh, I used to go to a couple a week. I just can't do that right now. But I'll go to one a week, and if it's, I do know that my choice at the end of the month is go between Cruella and A Quiet Place 2. I'm interested in both, but if I have to pick one,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Cruella because I love Emma Stone. So, and I like
Yeah,
the
she's
first.
a great actress. She's a
Yeah,
really good actress.
yeah. That's not to say that I won't see A Quiet Place 2. It's just it depends on what it's run up against the following week, and you know, I've been avoiding The Marksman like crazy. It's like one of two films that I haven't seen that's playing here. We got a 10 screen theater, and I'm just not interested to watch Liam Neeson play what he's done 100 times before. So I've been avoiding The Marksman. I did see the Demon Slayer film last week, the anime one, which I was pleasantly happy to see. And I'm not even big on
I've
anime.
seen
I
Mortal
don't.
Kombat.
It was just something different. Um, but this week, I think I'm gonna go see the Jason Statham, Guy Ritchie film that's come out, and the name of it escapes me right now. But as long as he's avoiding Swept Away and
Wraith of a
sticking,
Man or something like that.
yeah, something like that. As long as Guy Ritchie's avoiding Swept Away and sticking to Snatch, then uh, I'm more interested in his movies. So I'll just
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out.
see. Yeah, in some ways, I thought the Tom and Jerry movie, which I did look forward to, turned out to be the worst film I've seen this year so far. So I can't tell until I see
I
it.
used to work at the movie theaters, and I couldn't imagine working at right now with something like this going on. And it's
Oh,
got to
ours
be
are
rough.
open. Ours are open.
Ours is open but to a limited capacity,
Yeah,
and they
ours
want
is.
you to
Yep.
buy all your food and snacks online before you come in.
No, I can get mine when I go in there,
Got it.
but if
At
I'm
ours,
not,
they
if
don't
I
want you to do that, I guess.
no, I just order mine when I go in there. But our COVID situation's a little different than probably what's going on in your area. So yeah.
Yeah, I worked at the Marcus Cinemas theaters for years when I was in high school, and I saw H2O when it came out, working there and the screensaves, and I can imagine having to deal with the virus and trying to help these people out working at a theater like that. It must be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have anything else you want to plug on here before we close off?
I just want everyone to give us a look on Indiegogo. I'll give Greg the link. I'll also check out our YouTube channel, and stay safe out there, and keep supporting all your local theaters and all the horror movies coming out. Keep Hollywood booming. And everybody have a great day.
Give people the name of your film again and the name of your new YouTube channel.
The film is called Halloween Evil Lives, the fan film, and the YouTube channel also is called Halloween Evil Lives, and Evil Lives, the fan film. And we have some cool stuff on there. You'll see the Saw teaser. You'll see the two teasers for Friday the 13th on there, Requiem, and you'll also see the promos and teaser for Halloween Evil Lives, the fan film on there as well.
Okay, and what's your YouTube channel called?
Halloween Evil Lives, the fan film is the name of the YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was something different. Okay. All right. Well, then people can tune into that and subscribe to that YouTube channel and give Mike and his team some support and hopefully get this thing off and going. Well, Mike, I appreciate your interest in coming on here and reaching out to me. I know it's been a little while, but you caught me last night and I was like, well, I had some, you mentioned you had today off. So I was like, yeah, I've got some time today where I could do that. So anyway, I know your Zoom connection's not the best, but we did make this work. And but I was glad you were able to come on here today. This is kind of the only outlet I have where I can do this right now. So so I appreciate you coming on here and speaking with us today about your fan film and absolutely. Well, God bless you. Honor your friend who is gone. Make him proud, which I'm pretty sure you will. And you're doing a good thing carrying on his legacy.
Yes, yes, I appreciate that. And yeah, that's the goal, carrying the torch, gonna make this a reality, make this dream a reality, something we dreamed of. And we love horror movies, and I'm gonna work as hard as I can to make this a go.
Absolutely. Well, you take care. You have yourself a wonderful day. I have to get myself prepared for work. I gotta be there in a little over an hour. So you're lucky you have yourself the day off. So I've got a long work shift ahead of me tonight and tomorrow. So
And so I said I don't want to be at work after being vaccinated.
yeah.
So I'm glad I have that to get an interview with you, Greg. I really appreciate your channel and your podcast and everything you do. You're really good at it.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. You have yourself a wonderful day. God bless you, and great luck with your fan films and everything else you continue on with. Keep the legacy alive.
Oh, and you too, Greg. You have a wonderful day. Appreciate
All
it.
right. All right. You take care.
All right.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
Greg.